Hi guys, welcome to my drive with me. This week I am actually incredibly busy. I feel like everyone understands that junior year kind of like, oh, it's just a lot. So, but I still wanted to post a video. So this is my little chill drive with me. I don't know, it feels like I'm on FaceTime and I like that. And I'm currently trying to get out of my school's parking lot because even though I live like 5 minutes away from my house, it'll take me like at least like 20 minutes to get out of here. I don't know, I feel like it's like kind of fun to talk to a camera. Maybe I'm just getting like, I'm going a little crazy, but I don't know. Also, there's no storage on this phone, so I think I'm just gonna use up all my storage. I just like my hair today. I got complimented on it by Maddie, and basically I told her, I was like, oh thanks, like I am living out my midsummer, like I feel like everyone knows this movie, but sometimes when I say it, people don't really get it. It's like the cult movie where they're all like wearing like flowers and it's very like colorful and pretty, but it's like really disturbing and it's like a psychological horror. I met some girl who said that it was like her comfort movie though, so like that's a little alarming. Also, I realized if people look in my car that they're gonna see me like literally staring at myself like this, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't think people can see. I think my windows are tinted, so it should be fine. I really hope they're tinted actually, because what the okay. Did you hear that like zooming? It's this stupid truck. I like always see this truck. Control your son, because he's literally like zooming. So yeah, my windows I think are tinted, and I really hope they are, because I think I didn't do as much in this car. We have this other car that we already sold, but I would like dance every single day during middle school, where I would literally drive to the dance studio, or I wouldn't drive of course, but I would like go to the dance studio like after school every day by car, and like I would literally change in the back seat. So yeah, but of course I'm like trying to like hide, like I'm not just like. Also, when I went to Kennesaw to compete for a club, I had to change into like my little business professional stuff, and I came to school first, so I had to change in the parking deck. It was mostly empty, so I felt pretty good, but then I was like sitting back there, and then I feel like I might have accidentally flashed a car that was driving by the parking deck, like one of the literal 3 cars that were there on accident. But anyway, so I'm saying all this, all my little story times, just to say I think my windows are tinted. Hopefully. I don't know, I feel like in the morning I'm always like freezing because they give all the juniors the really crappy like, or some people have nicer spots than me, but my lot is like the very back lot, so it takes me like 5 minutes walking to actually get to like the back door of my school to get in. And so in the mornings it gets very cold, and I'm like freezing, it's windy, I'm like rushing in there, and then in the afternoon it feels like summer and I'm just like burning up. When I was trying to get out of the parking lot, I guess I didn't press my brake down to start the car because the thing was in drive. Like I know the basic functions of a car. Like I know how to do this. Like my car was in drive, but every single time I let go of the gas, it would just go backwards, and it was freaking me out. But I guess I just didn't like start it correctly. I just see a bunch of kids. I don't think they're high schoolers on like our front lawn. So also this is way too low. There we go. Yeah, there's 8 million like speeding bumps, which is quite annoying. Why are there so many kids? There's literally, oh my gosh, I don't know if you could hear them, but I was literally looking over because I was curious, and they were so cute. It was a bunch of girls and they were going hi. I'll see if the audio picks that up. I'm also hot. I'm about to like start sweating. Do you guys like my earrings? I ordered them recently. This is the first time I'm wearing them, and I literally already broke one. It still works, but like one side is a little broken, but I think it'll stay. This lighting is so good. Wait, I'm on my bad camera. I have 2, and one of them is significantly better quality than the other, but I'll look back at this. If this is too bad, then maybe y'all won't see it. Maybe this will be one for the archives. I don't think traffic is too bad right now. Speaking of driving, I feel like the last drive with me was very chaotic. Arbor can just hold the camera. I don't trust my mostly because I didn't know how to like position my phone, but now, knock on wood, it should be okay. I feel like I'm a better driver, but not necessarily going for my case, but I'll tell you some little story times because I thought it'd always be funny, because I have quite a few funny story times about driving. So When I first got my license, we literally went to DMV an hour away because the one that's close to me, everyone from my school like obviously goes there because it's like close, and it was just a month wait to even get your test, and I was not feeling so confident. I was like, there's a slight chance that I might not pass the first time. Like, I don't want to like build up all this time just for me to not pass. I also just really wanted to drive at this time because I thought if I could still apply for a parking spot during last year fall semester. And so my dad, bless his heart, he like made an appointment for me to test, and we literally drove an hour away. I think the test was on like a Wednesday, and we drove like, ooh, I clearly don't know how to mount my camera. We drove the weekend before for me to literally like practice the route that he thought that we would go on. And like they had the little like parking spots, like the thing you back into, the thing you parallel park into, like all those things. And so I did all that. I thought it was fine. And then on the actual like test day, first of all, it's by camera. There wasn't actually a person in there. So my dad was like sitting in the seat next to me, and there was a camera like in the car. We did like the parking like stuff first, like the parking the car stuff. And my dad was like just telling, like pointing, like not up, but like in his lap, like where to point, like when to turn the wheel and stuff. The DMV guy was like, hey dad, you can't be like helping her with like the hand signals. So that was a great start. And parallel parking went fine. I got in the spot, it was fine. And then I had to back in, and this was very stressful. So I end up like slowly going in. The DMV guy is like, are you like in the spot yet? And I'm like, almost. I'm nowhere close. It's not working. Like I'm about to hit a cone. And eventually I just hit a cone while I'm like backing in. And then he goes, okay, let's move on. And then I was like, so I failed. Like I just failed. And so my dad was like disappointed. He was like going through it right next to me because he's like, oh, I have to drive her back here again, like another hour trip. I end up going on to like the interstate. Like, cause I thought after that I was like, so we're just gonna like drive back, but no, he like tells me to go, he's giving me like verbal directions to go on the interstate. I did not prepare like for that part because I thought that we were gonna be going on like this little neighborhood, because that's what my dad like told me. He was like, yeah, most likely you're gonna go onto this smaller route, and that's what you'll be driving on for the test part. Literally while I was going back in, a car like honked at me, like long honk, like they were upset at me, I guess. I thought it was fine, but anyway, I guess it wasn't. And so I'm like in the spot, like parking the car, because that's what the DMV person said, to go park the car. And I was like, so he's like, okay, Zoe, I need you to come back into the office, and congratulations, you passed your test. And I was like, I kept going, like I literally went, I can't believe I passed. And then my dad's like, don't say that, like stop saying that, like don't let him hear you. I get in, we take the little picture, and I got my license. So that probably did not restore anyone's faith in me for driving, but I do think I am much better. So yeah. And parking at my school has been quite the experience, if I'm being completely honest. This one time I arrived to school later because my current strategy is I just kind of arrive as early as possible so that I can like have all the space in the world to park, because obviously with our assigned parking spots, like it's not very flexible. So I'm like later though because I was just running late. It was a rough day, okay? Like we were starting off to a rough start. I'm like trying to park. I usually park in the space in front of me and then I back in. And so I go into the space in front of me, and there's already two cars on both sides. And when I go in, I notice I'm really, really close to the car right next to me, like on this left-hand side. Like so close to this car that kids are like walking past my car, and I can see in my backup camera, they're like pointing at my car and being like, oh my gosh, look how like close that car is to mine. And I'm like, great guys, like, thank you. I was like just really, really careful when backing out. I made sure I did not touch that car. And so I ended up backing into my spot. And then when I look at that car, I see a giant dent where like next to my car would have been to that one. And I was like, I looked at my car and there was absolutely no damage to mine at all. There was nothing. So I was like, I couldn't have made that dent. No, that couldn't have been me. And so I go to class because I'm already about to be late. I'm just like pondering, thinking about it. It's probably fine. Like there's no damage on my car. I go home and then I realize like I'm like Googling things because I'm an overthinker. And it turns out that if you like dent someone's car in a parking lot and you like don't leave a note or anything, they can charge you with a hit and run. And I was like convinced. I was like, so I'm gonna go to college with a criminal record. No one's gonna want me. Like I'm just gonna like be a criminal for jetting a car. I was convinced the police were gonna like knock at my door. I felt so bad. Like I was so worried that on the following Monday after that weekend, our school starts at 8:20. I show up at 7:30, sitting there in the parking lot because I'm just like, I feel so bad. Like maybe like I just need to talk to whoever's car this is. Like I feel terrible. And so I go up. He's so nice. He's so nice. I don't know what his name is, but he seems like a really nice person. I go up to him and I'm like, hey, like I just wanted to let you know, like on Friday I like was really close to your car. I don't think I hit it, but I think I was really close to it, and there's no damage on my car, but I noticed when I got out I saw a dent on yours, and I was just wondering like if there's anything that I can like help you with, like if I need to fix anything. And he was like, oh no, it was there before. It's always been there and I've just never noticed. Thank the Lord. I was so happy that Monday. Those are my little car story times. We are back at my house. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoy my little story times, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.